Hey, I currently live in Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca, Mexico. I have been here since the beginning of May. Prior to that, I was in Mazatlan for about 3 weeks. I am with my grown son, who is 26. Prior to that, I was in Honolulu, Hawaii, with my sister and brother in law for about 4 months. Prior to that, I was in Chicago with friends. Prior to that, I was traveling around Europe and had walked the Camino de Santiago in Spain. It's been a minute since I've been completely by myself for an extended period of time. So I took advantage this last weekend and went down to Zipolite, about an hour and a half south. Went to just reconnect with myself, reconnect with my body, and enjoy time being alone because I love being alone. Zipolite is an extremely tiny little place. It's an energy vortex, which there are several around the world. I had previously spent an afternoon there 2 weeks prior, and it was the only place that really beckoned me into the ocean. So I knew I wanted to return. I did manage to strip down and go naked into the ocean again, which it had been about 30 years since I'd done that. Zipolite is home to the only official nude beach in the entire country of Mexico. You have to walk up and down these little stairs to go to this very small beach. That is the official beach. However, the mile-long main beach is very accustomed to having people just be nude, walking up and down it, going into the water, women walking around topless the way God meant it. That's my belief. I would walk around topless if I could, if it was legal. It was just a wonderful time, and I wanted to show some highlights. So here we go. This was the first place that I had actually booked, and I showed up and it was just not okay with me. I was not going to be comfortable here. I'm very picky. It was dirty. Things didn't work well. There were bugs all over the toilet area. Um, the windows weren't sealed, so there was mosquitoes all over the place inside, and that shower was not going to cut it. So I booked this place, which was clothing optional, a lot better. The staff was amazing. There's an incredible view at this property. There was a nice sea breeze, whereas the other place was down in the jungly part with no breeze, lots of mosquitoes. This place was completely sealed, very, very clean. Like I said, I'm extremely picky, and this was close to perfection for me. That little pool right there, I didn't use. I thought it was useless. It was just filled with unchlorinated water, and I was like, no, I'm good. But I was surprised. It was extremely comfortable and, like I said, extremely clean. And I highly recommend this place. It had things that I didn't expect. And checking the drawer here to make sure it was clean. Not that I put anything in it, but yeah, they do a good job cleaning. It was great. And the shower wasn't fancy, but the water pressure was good, and it had hot water, which is not always the case here in southern Mexico. And there's a bidet on the toilet, which is the only one I've ever seen in Mexico. I did not like the gray towels, but the furniture was very white and clean and pristine, and that little coffee maker was very clean, although I didn't use it. But here's a dead fly. Almost ruined everything. No, I'm kidding. The view completely compensated for the one dead fly. So that night, I got dressed up, put some jewelry on, walked across the street, and went to this amazing restaurant with this incredible view. The people were so nice. It was such great service. And I felt like I was taking care of myself here. It was amazing. So, really good dinner. Then the next morning, I got up and went into town and spent most of the day at the beach. I did visit the actual nude beach, but it was a weird vibe. So I went back to the main beach, which is what I'm showing here. And this is where I went in nude. Later on that day, I had a four-handed massage at the beginning, at the top of the beach, which was here. And I highly recommend a four-handed massage if you ever come across one. Holy moly, totally worth it. I went to dinner and had a terrible pizza after the massage, was violently ill, but then came home and recouped and moonbathed, and it was amazing. Sat out there naked. The next morning, I checked out, went back into town to have breakfast at this place, met this friendly dog, thanked the ocean, and headed home.